everybody? Back to another episode of am I calling this the Dream Big series? The hope that maybe I can get some of these cars in my life, and so I'm naturally starting with the ones that I know it's a little something about, and then I'll spend some more time in the future going and digging into a Huracan, a R8. I've been on all these configurators, but I spent a lot of time in Porsche, Lotus, BMW, but I haven't spent a lot of time on some of these other cars. But today's episode, as you see by the title, is the Emira, which really, really interests me. And so this particular car, I actually have two on order. So Mike F had ordered one, and he doesn't want to take his allocation because he got his GT3 RS. So I'm gonna take his, and the plan would be I would get two of them and do a giveaway on one, and keep the other would be the plan. We were supposed to have these things a year and a half ago. They keep pushing it back. I do know my friend Charles, I think his arrives in like a month or two. He got one of the launch editions, one of the first ones. I want to say I'm probably at the dealership somewhere in the 20s. I'm not sure how many they're going to get, so I don't know how long this is going to take. So this is a pipe dream at the moment. And you can see every month that goes by, the price seems to go up substantially. These were under 100K, and now, well, we're going to build this together. We're going to find out if it's over. But I do think that this car is going to be really cool. I don't know, something about this just appeals to me. Lotuses always thought were cool. The problem with them for me has always been they're too small. I'm 6'2", and getting in a Vora or something like that is not for me. But I think the Emira, man, look at this angle. I mean, if we had it, this is obviously rendered lower. So when you actually do suspension, you lower the thing, put some sick wheels on it, or maybe the stock wheels need some spacers. I'm not really sure. But if we can actually make it look like this, this could be pretty wild. To have a sick looking, nice wheel gap like that. And then do maybe some surface transforms. I can't remember. I built this thing about 50 times. I don't think there were carbon ceramic options, but we'll dig into it here in a second. So let's where's my build option? So here's my models, and so you have the inline 4 turbocharged, or you have the V6. I want the V6, and so I want the V6 supercharged. The first editions, I'm not sure what the first editions were supposed to do, but I don't think I'm getting one of those anyway, so it really doesn't matter. And it'd probably be better to get a 5th edition, because it is a British car, and we all know the stigma of British stuff and issues with them over time. So let's configure the regular V6 supercharged version, and let's kind of talk through what we plan. So look, we're already at 105,000, so it's making the original practicality of this thing, a little bit less appealing. But I do think that for what this thing is going to end up being, I think it's going to be pretty sick. Why is this? I guess we don't have an option to mess with the first edition or not. So we choose our V6 supercharged. Choose our transmission, which would clearly be a 6-speed manual, and then we don't want touring, we want sport, slightly stiffer suspension, which I don't know how much that would matter, because we'd probably be swapping the suspension when we get that option in the future. But I'd certainly choose the sport suspension because I'm a sporty kind of guy. So colors, this is really cool, because when they first had talked about these cars, they didn't give you a whole heck of a lot of options. So I'm really struggling with this. Let's see, why is this not? Okay, there we go. It's because my screen's a little bit smaller. Let's maybe shrink me down a little bit here. You don't care to look at me anyway. And let's bring this over to here. Let's come out. Yeah, it's still going to cut it off a little bit, but you get the idea. So if we're, I kind of like the studio look here. What do we want to do? And I guess this does look the best. It's a little shadowy. Sunlight, daylight. Let's just stick with this. So colors. You know, I've been talking about this a bunch, but the concept or the idea that, you know, I would really like to get a red car at some point would be something that I would highly consider on this car. You know, getting something in red. I think this bodes well for red. I think the look of this car in red would be really cool. I'm inclined to consider that. But let's take a look at some of the other colors here. So magma red. I think I would choose the vivid red. Magma looks like it has a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think this does it well. So I would probably want to see the difference between these two. It looks like magma's a little bit lighter. Let's see if we can Lotus Magma Red. Let's see if we can look at some images here. Those are renders. First edition Magma Red. Versus, what was the other? It was called Vivid Red. Lotus Vivid Red. Oh yeah, I would be Vivid Red. Yep. Yeah, so you can see, that's what I thought. I thought this was wrong. So Magma has more of a burgundy-ish tint to it. And red, this is a true, like, Ferrari looking red. I mean, that's what I would want, is the car like that if I was gonna do red. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Ooh, debadged. Now we're talking. So Seneca blue, I don't do baby blues. So if I was gonna do it, I'd probably choose Meridian or Atlantis. This configurator is not so good. So it looks like Meridian would probably be my choice. I already have the dark green car. If I didn't have the Brewster Touring, I'd probably be inclined to consider something like this. Yeah, this doesn't look very good. This gives us a little better, maybe just the render. Gives us a little better idea. I think that looks darn good. But I already have the green car. I feel pretty good about, the one green car. White is, I'm always a sucker for. I was also saying, man, I wish I had a white car in my life. I do plan to get as you see from my screensaver, my goal this year is to get a white 991.1 GT3 RS again. So I think that, I probably wouldn't choose white on this car, especially since there's some pretty nice looking colors that seem to be available. So although I think this looks pretty fantastic, like look at that profile. This thing is freaking cool. I really do want this car. I don't do silvers, Nimbus gray. Silvers and grays to me, I feel like I'd be bored with. I've got the freaking gray Evo. I'm never gonna do black. I had one black car, the black S2000. I know many of you like black. I like the look of black cars. It's just even PPF, they're always dirty. Just not for me. Shadow gray, same thing. Grays and blacks, although they look clean, they're nice. I'm either a white car guy or a blue car generally. And then if I'm getting wild, I'm going to do some sort of red. So I think on this car, I think I would choose the Vivid Red. Well, that looks more accurate there. So Vivid Red would be my choice on this. It's pretty good. I wonder if I would chicken out. Now, one of my very first sports cars, I had the 99 Civic Si, and then I had the new Formula Red S2000. I've always dug red cars. But this looks good too, man. Meridian blue. I think it would depend, because I really do want a 991.1 GTS, a .1 GTS 911, and I really would love to have that in Guards Red. And I almost bought that, what was it, Carmine Red GT3 RS, the 991.1. So if I were to have that, I would probably choose this color here, Meridian Blue. But I think this car is probably the closest one in my future, theoretically. And so actually what I would probably do is get this one and get the Meridian Blue. So get one of each, do a giveaway on whichever one spoke to me. You know, so I'd probably spec them pretty similarly. But man, look at that thing. That's pretty sick. So let's go with this. But this is going to be a hard decision. So I guess, you know, we narrowed it down. It would be white, Meridian Blue, or Vivid Red. I'm not a yellow guy. Can't say that I'll never own a car in yellow. I really like the Acura NSX in yellow, the Gen 2 NSX. But and I think this looks good in all the colors. But I think Vivid Red is the way to go. All right, so wheels, I like this better. I'm a big sucker for black wheels on red. I know many of you don't like black wheels because you know it makes the wheels disappear, which I don't disagree with. But this has my name written all over it, and you know this is the kind of car that OE wise, you know, looks like they modeled some Pirellis here, so hopefully you get some decent tires. If not, ditch. I just don't like the way Pirellis look. Swap these for some Pilot Sport 4S's, PS4S's, and you know, square the sidewall off a bit. And then this, you know, V-spoke type wheel is got my name written all over it. You know, many of you really like the choice, like this style much better. Of you know, just do something in gunmetal or platinum silver or something, just a simpler look. So you know, I'm not opposed to this, but to me, you know, the car, if I'm walking up to it in the parking lot and I've got a red car with black wheels, I mean, something about this just freaking works for me. I really dig it. Plus, you know, my GT3 Touring has the platinum wheels, and so I'm gonna call it good. So then, what I would probably do to help offset this a bit, I don't like yellow on red. You know, it makes me think McDonald's. I don't like red on red because that, I don't know, just doesn't look very good. So I would probably do silver on red. You know, especially if I was doing the black wheels. So I would do silver calipers. Although these calipers aren't super impressive, I kind of dig that look, I think. Let me know what you think. I'm sure you will. And then, you know, to me, you know, matching anything in the interior to the calipers has nothing to do with one another, so I don't give a crap about that. And then tires, oh, here you go, boom. Gives you the choice right there. That'd be pretty sick if you got the choice of, you know, Eagle F1s versus Pilot Super Sports. It looks like maybe you can configure that and make that choice. That's awesome. You don't just get what they give you like Porsche does. So that solves that for me. And then, and by the way, you know, I've had many cars with Sport Cups. Now I'm in Florida. It does rain a lot here, but I found that they're fine for driving around. You take maybe a little bit more caution, but I find that they do well in pretty much all conditions. Not extremely well in the wet, certainly not in the snow or the very, very cold, but where I live, they're fine, or anything I'm doing with the car. All right, so let's change our view to the interior here. Let's go interior view. I'm really pumped about this. I think this interior is pretty fantastic. You know, it looks like, now I haven't been in one, but it looks like there's gonna be plenty of room in the interior. They widened it a bit, and so the pedal boxes seems to be pretty normal. So I'm pretty pumped about that. This is another tough one for me. I certainly wouldn't do ice gray. I don't think that looks good on red. I certainly wouldn't do red on red. So to me, it's down to, you know, doing some sort of Alcantara. I don't like red stitching on any car, so I certainly wouldn't choose that. I definitely wouldn't choose yellow. So we're down to 3 options. It would be black Alcantara with gray stitching. I love Alcantara. You know, it's my favorite material in a car. I'm pretty good at taking care of it. And so I generally don't have issues with, you know, matting and problems because I know how to fix that. I am a sucker for, you know, the Ferrari red and tan look. You know, so if you did a tan interior, does it show us, you know, what it looks like on the exterior with a tan? Yeah, see, I dig that. That is freaking sweet. Look at that. I think that might be the ticket for me. This is how you can tell I'm getting old, you know, turning into an old man. That to me is just freaking sweet. So I think you have black leather, which is, in this case, because they give us some other options, you're oftentimes stuck with black leather. So I would be really torn between tan leather and the black Alcantara with gray stitch. I think I would choose this. I think I'd go for it on this car. And then I would do something much simpler on the second car. So the cool thing about this is let's do this together, since we'll configure this one and then we'll configure the second one. So I didn't even think about that. I do have 2 of these on order. So basically what happens is you put a $5,000 non-refundable deposit down. Mike tried to get his deposit back because we were 2 years into this wait period, and they told him to get lost. And so we'll just keep that spot. I'll give him the $5,000 to take his spot in line, and just get both of them. And then I can do that because I'm gonna we'll make a bunch of money on a giveaway on this, especially if I can get these in reasonably short order. So let's configure 2 of them. So that this one, we'll call this one mine, and we'll call the other one the giveaway. But here's the requisite for me in giveaways. I do giveaways and build the car not for broad appeal, but the way that I would do it. I think that's what one of the differentiators. I'd go to the level that and I'm not going to cut corners just because it's a giveaway car. I want it to be like as if it were mine, and then I'm going to choose the option at the end to pick one. If I can't pick one, maybe what we could do is give the giveaway owner, the winner, the choice. Which one do you want? And then that would help me choose if I do 2 that I really like. I'm usually pretty decisive. All right, so steering wheel, black leather or black Alcantara. I would do the black Alcantara as well. I know many of you would scoff at that idea, but the choice of Alcantara wheel to me is, I just love the feel of it, and like I said, pretty easy to take care of if you know what you're doing. How do I switch this view here? I could just click on it. Maybe it just needs to catch up. There we go. Yeah, that's freaking sweet, man. I like that. I like that. So those are our interior options, and then home link. I don't think I'd add that. I don't care about that. I always just put the thing on that because I find the home link doesn't work very well, especially if it's in here. But I if it doesn't cost anything, probably check the box. I don't think I'd do the vehicle trackers either. No one's going to steal my car. And then if someone does steal it, I don't want to know where it is. And privacy glass, tinted glass to the rear 3/4. Tinted privacy glass to the rear 3/4 and rear windscreen. So yeah, I choose that too. And the only question would be, now I would definitely choose that. And so there's my car. So if we go here and let's save it. It's such an easy configurator that I don't know that we really need to worry about. I need to worry about saving it there. So click on this, there's pricing. So we're going to learn how to use a lot of these configurators together. So apparently it doesn't give me a summary. Yep. So there's car number 1. Let's open up another browser. Let's go back to the exterior. I think that's the ticket. Whoa, what just happened? Let's go back to vivid red. There we go. So there's our car. Tan interior. The configurator's freaking out on us here. And tan interior on red. I think that's pretty sweet. V6, not the turbo. Manual transmission, sports suspension, in vivid red. That's the ticket. All right, so let's do another one. Lotus and Lotus Emira. And let's configure a second one. Oh, interesting. Is this the Great Britain configurator? How did it even let me on there? Lotus US. Here we go. Let's go Emira. Next. V6. How did the configurator just change? What the heck? Did they literally like change it mid? Interesting. Well, we're going to see it from a different angle here. There's the interior. Maybe the thing crashed in our mid test. So I think the second one I would order, that's really dark. Let's see if we can get a little view of here. Lotus Atlantis blue. Okay, so we can see some other cars. So that one's pretty dark. So that's Atlantis. And then you have Meridian, which according to the configurator looks darker. Lotus Meridian blue. I do like that. I think I would choose that because the Seneca blue, it just has too much baby blue in it for me. So we have yellow, Nimbus gray, shadow gray, dark green. We have our vivid red, which I think is awesome. Mist white is freaking sweet though. Let's go back to this Atlantis blue. That's pretty good. Atlantis blue, Meridian blue. Does Meridian look like it has a little more purple to it? Oh, here you go. There you go. There's your vivid red, magma red. Get out of here, ad. There's the three blues. Seneca doesn't look as baby blue there, does it? A lot of purple, really dark. Shoot. Those are pretty cool. Lotus talk. No, I think that Seneca blue, I don't love the purple, but then again, you know, my Interlagos is purple, but yeah, my choice has always been Le Mans in my M3. So yeah, I'm glad I looked that up. I think it's Seneca blue. I just think this configurator Lotus Emira blue. Oops. If I could spell. Yeah, it's I definitely don't want Meridian. I didn't love the my GT4 Gentian blue. It was a little too dark. At Atlantis, I wonder if we can get some better looking photos of Atlantis here. Not a lot of. So I think Atlantis was added. Let's see if we can see this. I don't know what the heck that was. Yeah. Okay. Are we in some other country? US configurator. Where am I at here? US configurator. Interesting. maybe they just changed it. Man, I'm struggling with this one. What do you guys think? Baby blue? Mist white? Meridian is too dark. Atlantis. So I'm really torn on Atlantis versus Seneca. I think Atlantis would I mean, I think a lot of people are going to pick this color. I mean, this is what all the launch stuff is shown in this color. Man, that's a tough one. Let's go back to exterior here. So I would definitely want black pack, I think. Let's see, what did that do? Glass black panel roof, mirror backs, front of the. But here I wonder, yeah, it's gloss black. Ooh, that looks good. I just PPF over it. God dang. This is a tricky one. I think on my red car, I missed this section here. I think I want that. Oy, man. I think on this car I would stay lower, get more paint. On this car, I don't like this wheel, you know, the one with the half done, this diamond cut looking thing. So I think on this color car, oops, what's going on here? Man, that looks good too. Where's my side profile? Gonna get one from the side. There we go. Silver. That's pretty clean looking. Man, this second choice, tricky. If we refresh this, if it takes us to a new, yeah, what the heck? How do I have two different configurators? This is wild. So yeah, I think to do some real difference, I would do the black pack on the red. I do the black wheels on the red. I do the silver wheels on the blue. Oh, I see. Here we go. They literally must have just updated the page. What does this 3D view do? Such a good looking car, man. It's small, but not too small. Okay, let's keep going through here. Getting sidetracked on you. So no black pack on this. Silver wheels. Cup 2s. Oh, they took the Cup 2 option off of us here. Is that because of suspension? Driver pack. Chassis sport. I missed that one. Okay. Let's go back to exterior. Let's see if we go back to tires. Boom. Because we have the sport suspension, gets us the Cup 2 option. Brakes. Yeah, so no option for carbon ceramics, which stinks. And so calipers on this car, let's see, I think I would do yellow. Something about blue and yellow just works for me. I hate these angles. Give me a frickin' regular angle. Every time I change something, it shoots us back to the beginning. So on this one, I'd go yellow. I want this view. This one. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Now, if we go to interior on this car, and so if we go here, oh, there's the view I was looking for. And so if we go there, that's a terrible view of the interior. What if we did ice gray on this car? You know, this requires more work. No, I think I'd go black Alcantara gray stitching. I think that's the way to go on this blue. Man, how did I miss all these things? Black Alcantara. Open mesh. You don't really have an option for any of these. Pedals, sports pedals. Seats, 12-way electric adjustable. Heated seats, the steering wheel. I would definitely do Alcantara again. And we got ourselves a nice little setup here. So that was interior. It's got KEF premium audio, privacy glass, premium carpets, home link. And this one didn't give us, oh yeah, it does give us home link option. You can't unclick it, and you can add the vehicle tracker. So now I got a summary option. So let's go close this one out. Close all these. Let's try to build our red one again. So we'll go this way. Mirror configurator. Emira. Vivid red. V6. Vivid red. Let's configure. And then powertrain. chassis was Sport. And we were doing Vivid Red, Black Pack. Boom. Yeah, that's good. The wheels, we were doing black. The tires, we were doing Sport Cup 2s. The brakes, we're doing, or calipers, we're doing silver on the red car. Yep. Okay. Next category is interior. We're doing tan Napa. That's pretty sick. Roof trim was Alcantara. Pedals, seats, seat heating, steering wheel was, maybe let's do leather on this one because we have the whole leather interior. So that's what let's do that. There is no Alcantara. You're right. I'm sure you were yelling at the screen there before. Next was our equipment. Privacy glass, KEF system, good to go. Summary. So there's our two cars. So we have our blacked out red looking car. Man, I think this is the one I would keep. Yeah. Clearly I need some help on this. I didn't want your advice on a GT3 RS. That one I've spent so much time hemming and hawing on different Porsches. Look at that view right there. That's freaking sick. Versus this guy. This is the gentleman spec. This color. His car looks good in that color. Look at that. That's good. I think I'd stick with the babyish blue. It's right on the edge for me. And we go back. Let's go back up. Let's change this to our Atlantis. Yeah. Is it this one? This one. Let's go 3D. I just think, well, that looks good. What's this? Oh. I think this is it. You got to help me out here. Get in the comments. Tell me what I need to do here. Atlantis or Seneca? I just think that the silver wheels, the red brakes on the darker shade of blue makes more sense. You got the sweet Alcantara interior. Like, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Crap. That's good. That's so good. That's total Matt Mormon spec right there, people. The only thing I think is more, no, this is more Matt Mormon spec than white. I need a third one. We need a white one. Oof. Let's do one more, and then I'll let you go today. Let's do one more. Lotus Emira Max V6 white configure. This is a dream big. Why can't I have 3 of them, right? Sport. We got white. We definitely do the black pack on white. Definitely. Watch this. Boom. Yeah. Wheels, definitely black. Yep. Do our pilot supports, our brakes, and our calipers. So this is where, what do you think? That's it. Yep. Next interior. So now we can get crazy. This is where I would really think about this. Yep, I'd get wild and crazy here. Oh yeah. Crap, maybe this is the one I really want. Looking for that view with the, ooh, buddy. I actually think, I think I would probably do, I don't care about the interior. I would probably do black. Just to stay blacked out. 'Cause these brakes aren't super impressive anyway. Interior. Roof trim, we don't have a choice. Interior pedal seats. Steering wheel, I'd stay black leather on this all leather interior. Yep. Summary. There's our third bro right there. Oof, shoot, that looks great. Dang it. Look at that. Oh man. Crap. I just imagine this car, exhaust, pulley, suspension. Hopefully there's big time aftermarket support on this with, like, you know, underbody frame braces and all kinds of cool stuff. You know, I hope that you know, this Toyota engine is isn't a supercharged Camry engine basically, and the 4-cylinder turbo is an AMG Mercedes engine. But I'd imagine this puppy being pretty tunable, make it like, you know, 500 horsepower without, you know, messing up the balance of the car. You know, maybe a gain, you know, maybe we'll be able to gain 60, 70 horsepower out of it with a tune and a pulley. Maybe an intake of sorts. Man, this is pretty wild. Oh, I love this too. Shoot. Man, and then the blue. Crap, I love them all. All right, I'm gonna need your help. What's the consensus? You know, comment crazy on this one. Tell me what to get. I just don't know. And the cool thing about this is, like, you know, the GT3 RS, I mean, I'd love to get, but I'm not. I have a deposit. I'm on the list. I'm probably getting one, if not two of these. So, what was my price? Where'd it go? Kind of a goofy configure. Total price is $0. Is this one? None of them. Let's go back and configure. Did the configurator tell me what my price was? Nope. It's so stupid. This is what we're going to be in for with our why does this have paddles on it too? This is what we're going to be in for with a Lotus. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching the series. Let me know if this series is interesting to you. I'd love, you know, probably continue to do it. And this is kind of fun, you know. I don't know if I've seen anybody do this, but you would have thought there have been lots of people that have just made goof videos. It's really easy to do. Made videos on just configuring cars. Shoot, and people watch people play video games all the time. Maybe I'll start a new trend. Maybe somebody's already done it. I just don't know about it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned next. Oh, that's the other thing. What car should I do next? The only two I had planned was this and that, and maybe the 4RS. We'll save the 4RS for a little bit later, because I am on the list. I think I'm second or third in line at the dealership left to get the 4RS, GT4RS. So you gotta go make some money if I'm gonna be buying all these cars. Thanks for watching.